Wow, I hit my knee right when I started recording, but that's okay. The camera does not look like it's my phone. It doesn't look like it's set up perfectly. Oh, we could turn that back down and ruin the video. The camera doesn't look like it's pointing down, but I kept looking at it. It looks okay. Maybe I should take my hat off. My hair's too long. It won't look good. So, I won't forget these people's names in this movie. I forget every movie. I forget every person's name in every movie, but not this one. Matt Damon, uh, Chris Tucker was in this. He was really good. But no, before I get to, I gotta remember this dude's name. I gotta look it up. Come on, Ben Affleck. There you go. Oof. Didn't look it up. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck are the two main people, and Chris Tucker and the other people. I don't know. Air, the movie. Was it good? Was it bad? Now, I wasn't, this table, hope it's not shaking too much. I wasn't expecting too much from this movie. I was just interested really in it because, I like documentaries like this, like how companies like Nike, came to be. And not that this is that. It kind of is in a way, but it's about this movie specifically is about how they got Michael Jordan to come to Nike instead of the competitors who at the time were much bigger and much more established and had more footing in basketball shoes at the time and basketball apparel at the time. But I like documentaries like this, like that McDonald's documentary, just like not documentaries, but like docu movies, I guess you call them. Um, and like I said, I had Matt Damon, had oh my god, I looked it up and they said that you couldn't it isn't always your memory. They said that you could have ADHD and that I could have ADHD and that it's just not that my memory's bad. It's just that I'm thinking of too many things at the same time, which is totally possible. I totally feel that. Hopefully the recording isn't getting messed up. Ben Affleck, there you go. Viola Davis, there you go. Yeah. Chris Tucker. Jason Bateman is really the guy I was trying to remember too. See? I'm thinking of two. I was trying to remember Matt Damon and Jason Bateman at the same time. Like, that's impossible. So, this movie overall is about how the the management, upper management at Nike was trying to basically get their basketball department up and running and better than everyone else, right? And one of the ways they did that was to take all the budget that they had, $250K at the time, and instead of spreading it around and getting a few low-level players, I forgot what they called it. There's another word. I don't know basketball recruiting, but those words, instead of spreading it out, they wanted to put it all on Jordan, get, Michael Jordan. So I almost said Magic Johnson, to get Michael Jordan. And that's what they do. It's about how they get him and how they talk to the parents. Viola Davis, who was very good as his mom, and also saw that after the movie was done, they showed like real, because you don't see Michael Jordan in this movie, which I didn't like that, because my thing was this, like, we didn't have to see the real Jordan in the movie. That black guy, whoever he was, playing Jordan, because you see the back of his head and like his profile, he could have just turned to the camera and it's fine. We don't need an exact lookalike. Like Viola Davis didn't look exactly like Michael Jordan's mom, not really. And his dad, whoever his actor was in this movie, didn't look just like it could have been fine. I don't know. I didn't get that. I was like, you didn't need. We could have just seen his face, So, but maybe they couldn't get his likeness. But then again, the whole movie is his like. I'm sure he signed off on this at some point, but I guess he didn't sign off on them using an actor for him. Which I don't know. It's a movie. Just say yes. He didn't have to do any acting. He literally could have just looked at the camera. It was just weird that we didn't get to see that guy's face. Like, no one is a real person. There are no real people from Michael Jordan's life in this movie. They're all actors playing, people in this movie. So I thought that was a little bit odd, but whatever. That's fine. Well, obviously it wasn't fine for me, but so yeah, we didn't get to see that guy's face, unfortunately, but that's okay. Overall, the movie was good. they get him eventually in the end, obviously. And, he goes on to sell the most shoes, the winner of shoes, and stuff like that. But it was good overall. The beginning of the movie I thought was funnier than the back half. They had a lot of good jokes. It was funny. A lot of member berries with the 90s and a little bit of 80s. A lot of 90s member berries though. Uh-oh, battery low on the laptop. All right, cool. Is that better? Yeah, good. A lot of member berries with the 90s. They go into a convenience store and they got like a lot of old, pretty sure they just printed old 90s labels. There were some like old TVs though that did look real, like they really were, from the 90s. Everyone's acting was solid. I think Matt Damon probably did the best job. He was like the one in charge of whoever that guy was in real life. He was the guy in charge of speaking to the other lawyer in the movie and really get the agent, Michael Jordan's agent in the movie, who's trying to get the best deal for him. And they have a rapport because obviously he talks, the agent, is the agent for multiple basketball players. So their rapport in the movie was really good. Matt Damon did a good job overall, though. He was good. What else can I say? Overall, it was just a solid movie. Good acting. The set wasn't too big. Nothing seemed too out of place. It all seemed pretty accurate. If you read the descriptions after the movie, it all seemed pretty accurate to what they said. And overall, it was good. A good movie. I know I usually go on longer, but it was just overall good, and I would suggest it. Everyone did a great job. The guy who created the shoes and whose idea was to call it Air Jordan, and he put the Jumpman logo, which is Michael Jordan actually dunking. He was good. I don't know that actor, but he was good in it. Overall, it was good, and it was just cool to see how it came to be, and like how ruthless that can be, because they really missed out, and they missed out on a couple people before Nike became Nike, before they got Michael Jordan. And it's funny now because all those people, I'm sure, have some crazy shoes, like with them, like those people in real life. I'm sure if they didn't throw everything away, they have some nice shoes, old. When you think about that kind of stuff, because like having like the first iterations of the Air Jordan 1, the ones, really, I mean, that's got to be crazy. I have one Jordan. I have a dunk. I think they're called dunks. I don't know much about shoes, but I just like the movie, but I really don't know much about shoes. But here, let me get I have these. The Suzuki dunks, they're called, and they're reps. They're not even real. They're $100. The real ones, I think, are more. I don't know, but I like these, and I saw them, and I knew the website was a fake website, but I said fuck it, and I got them anyway. I really like them. The real ones are too much. I don't see, obviously you could see from my clothes, I don't really spend too much on my outfit and my hat. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just don't care about clothes like that. So spending, more than $100 on shoes to me is pretty outrageous, pretty crazy. But people do it, and that's where this all started, and it's pretty good. That's it. I really don't have too much to say about this movie. It was just good. Good small movie, not too long. It didn't get too in the weeds of negotiating, which I was glad. It was just like the major big points about what was happening, how they got Jordan. And now, since this isn't too long of a review, here's something I want to say. So that's the Air review, right? And I'll put this in here. The trailer for Beetle, Blue Beetle, came out. And before the trailer even dropped, it's really a scarab. But before the trailer even dropped, I thought to myself, well, this is going to suck. Not because I'm like a downer, I'm like some guy that hates DC. I don't hate DC, I love DC. But here's the problem: you guys can't let go. DC cannot let it go. You, for some reason, you still want Margot Robbie. They're 5 years off. 5 years off. There's still people who want Margot Robbie to come back. Why is it that Marvel can let go? Everyone in Marvel's like okay with new actors coming in, but it's like, but DC cannot let go. The Snyder Cut, it's their fault. The Snyder Cut ruined so much because it from the top down, it showed the fans that like, yeah, we are a company that won't let go. Ben Affleck, yeah, him. They still up until recently, until he in that interview, he just completely said, no, I'm not working with James Gunn. We won't let go. DC fans will not let go and just say, okay, that was one iteration we bought. So, but whatever. So the trailer came out. Before the trailer came out, I saw a post on Instagram because I follow the DC Gram. I don't even know if it's the real DC Gram. I think it's not a fake one, but I think it's just someone who's a fan. And the trailer was about to come out. They said in a couple hours or whatever it was, 24 hours. And in the comments already, multiple people with a lot of likes said, this is going to be the movie of the year. By the way, this is before the trailer came out, before we even saw Flash, before Flash was come out, best DC movie of the year. What the fuck is wrong with you DC fans? Really, what is wrong with you guys? You know for a fact this movie will not be the best DC movie of the year. Flash, I don't even think will be good, but will be better than... Again, this was before the trailer. They were claiming best DC movie of the year. You gotta be fucking with me. What do you like? Who are these fans that just won't let go and think everything coming from DC is going to be the best thing ever since sliced bread? Okay, since sliced fucking rainbow bread, which I've tasted, not good. But it's insane to me that before the trailer even dropped, they were like, best movie ever, best DC movie. Like, it just baffles me. Like, why DC won't be critical? They won't be critical, and they won't let go. And even when they do get something new, they still think, oh, it's gonna be great. Why? Like, where is this love for Flash and Blue Beetle coming from? Who cares about Blue Beetle? By the way, the trailer did come out, and guess what? It was not good. Okay, I'm not even gonna say it was bad. It wasn't bad. It was just seemed like a below average family movie. No real adding to the greater DC story. They're not getting any closer to getting a Teen Titans going. Unless the next movie apparently they're gonna come out with is one of the other Teen Titans. I don't see that happening. So where's Blue Beetle going? Where's he going? Is he just gonna be in the universe? Is he gonna show up in the Flash movie as a surprise? Is he gonna show up in the Batman and Robin? Like, where? They canceled the Batgirl movie. Why didn't they just let that go? Imagine having the Flash, the Batgirl movie, and this shitty Blue Beetle movie coming out, and now we're getting closer to a Teen Titans movie. And I know Batgirl is not in the Teen Titans like that, but hey, we could be closer to a team. Not even that, and it just is okay. I don't know. The DC's in a bad place, even with the comics. Their comics too. I would say Marvel's not in the greatest place with their comics either. But like recently, Batman just got his arm cut off in DC Comics. The Batman from another universe, and I've just been like, what are we doing? Batman's literally digging up his own grave. The Batman from one universe is digging up his own grave to another universe. Okay. He gets his arm cut off in this issue, and now next, I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm just sad. DC needs to be better. God, I wish we had a good Justice League movie. Like, to build off of, And on top of that, they want to give Chris Pratt the Booster Gold movie. I don't know what they're doing. By the way, I will see the Super Mario movie on Friday. I might have to eat a couple edibles for that one. just because I know it's gonna look cool, but I've already heard it's bad. It's like, what are we doing? You're gonna give Chris Pratt? He's gonna be Booster Gold? God, I hope not. I hope the guy from Top Gun. They said he was in the running. The guy, Hangman from Top Gun. He's good. I like him a lot. DC isn't. I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing. And I hope they let go of what's his name after the Flash movie. They can't let go. DC cannot, for some reason, let go. And it's sad. It sucks. Because I feel like by now, if DC was running really well since, like, let's say the 90s, let's say they're, like, on a roll. Not even on a roll, just, like, doing better. I feel like by now, we would have Batman vs. Predator. I do, genuinely. Because we've had Predator movies. I think if DC was on a good run, we would have so much stuff that I think by now, we would have had a Batman vs. Predator. How cool would that have been? And for those of you who don't know, that was like a pretty iconic comic book series. There are two versions of it. I have the number one of both. Original, first printing. Nerd. I know. No one cares, but that's okay. Yeah, I was going to take it out, but you know what? You don't deserve it. Because you probably like the Blue Beetle trailer. That's why. Air was a great movie. Thank you for watching this. I'm just disgusted with this. I'm disgusted with DC. See, now that I've talked about two things, I have to make chapters, and I've never made a chapter on a on a YouTube video before, so now I gotta learn how to do that. Learning. Everyone's constantly, when I was younger, the thinking, I didn't know I was gonna have to do this much learning. I spilled a bunch of sunflower seeds on the floor. Bad day. Air was a good movie, though. I don't want you to be confused. But after that, it was a bad day. All right. Bye-bye.